Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome to my channel. This afternoon, I thought I would do a reading about what is in your and your person's heart. To be honest, the only reason why I'm thinking that is because I'm looking over at the other side of my table and I've got a little jar of lollies. And I'm thinking, sweet treats, sweet treats. So hopefully this reading will be nice and sweet. So it's about you and your connected person. And if we want to know what's in your heart, then I think we should start with your heart's hidden secrets. On the bottom of the pack, we have conflicted decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. Ooh, you might be someone who has multiple choices in your life right now. But if there is one particular person that you are interested in, then think of that person and we'll see what is connecting you and this person together. What in your hearts is connecting you together. So we'll start with you and what is in your heart, and then we'll see where we go from there. We'll look at your person's heart as well, of course. But like I said, we'll start with you. What is in your heart? Okay, we have got family, fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. Maybe you could be pregnant or have been pregnant, or there's family involved. Distance, separation, space. There could be distance between the two of you, or some kind of blockage, if not physical difference. Why did I say that, I wonder? Physical I keep wanting to say difference. Physical difference. Physical distance. There could be emotional distance involved here. Just get one more for your heart. So you know this is you in your reading. Depth. Awareness, importance, value. Okay, we might put those two together because I think you value family. But I feel there could be some kind of distance between you. We'll confirm and find out exactly if that is physical distance or emotional distance, some kind of emotional blockage. But family is definitely important to you. You value that. Okay, now let's have a look at what your person is feeling. What is in your person's heart right now? What is in your person's heart? Let's see. You've got cloudy judgment. Someone who's a little bit unbalanced, looking at things in a distorted way. Silence. Frozen, no words. This could be a no contact dynamic, or someone who just doesn't know what to say. One more for your person. Reflection. Abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. I feel this person is the one that is reflecting on the words that have not been spoken over this cloud. They're not looking at it the right way. Okay, so where you are looking at family and how important it is to you, even though there seems to be some kind of distance, this other person is reflecting on the silence, on their silence and their cloudy judgment? Or maybe yours? Maybe they feel like you've been silent. That you have some distorted judgment here. It's making them feel abandoned, dismissed. Okay. Let's see. So tell us, angels, what does our collective, how does our collective feel about this person? How does our collective feel about this person? An emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, affected. Okay, they're in a bit of, you're in a bit of an emotional storm. You're feeling a little unstable. Okay. A little bit more here. Those angels. What else do you need to know? You're reflecting. Oh no, you've got realize that. Why did I say reflecting? Well, maybe you are reflecting on what's been going, chasing, and doing a little bit of chasing. Epiphanies, understandings, awakenings. Okay. For you, I think how you may be feeling is that you do value family a lot, but this chasing, I think you've been doing a lot of chasing. It's put you in an emotional storm, but you've come to realize and understand that this chasing is probably not healthy. And your person has been sitting there thinking that they are rejected. They're getting no words. Maybe you've blocked this person. They've been sitting in silence. They're clouded. They're unbalanced. They're not sure what's going on. See a little bit of confusion, but they're releasing. They're letting go, moving on, walking away. Because they think that's what you, I think that's what they think you're doing. That you're the one actually doing the chasing, but maybe they're releasing this. Maybe you have come to some kind of realization because you've been sitting in this emotional storm and you haven't been no, you've been doing the chasing. You have definitely been doing the chasing, but they're not. They've been trying to walk away. I think they have gone silent on you. The rejection, it's not them feeling this rejection, I don't think. I think that's them rejecting your chasing. I think maybe, I don't know. I think I need to get a bit more that's on them. Because I did say, is this in their heart? So in their heart, feeling rejected, feeling silent, possibilities, free-spirited adventure, risks. That's way too many. Let me have another look. Okay. Finality. Farewells, leave behind, closure. Okay, you come across as being a very deep person, very kind person. Family is important to you, but you have been in this emotional storm, I think, because of the distance between you. And I'm thinking that it's probably more of an emotional distance than even physical, because this person is not giving you anything back. You've been chasing, wanting more, but you've come to the realization that this person is not going to give it to you. They're releasing what's going on, what's been going on between the two of you. They're looking at new possibilities, taking risks, maybe elsewhere, closing it down. I need another one for your person's heart, because nourish, self-growth. They're looking after themselves. They're focusing on themselves. They're doing some soul finding. I mean, this is lovely. This is really nice. Self-growth. I don't know why they would be feeling rejected and silent if you're the one that's been doing the chasing. But for some reason, they have felt that way. I don't think they know that you are chasing. I don't think they know that you want this deep emotional connection. They think you've released them. So they're releasing themselves as well, looking after themselves, moving on with themselves. Let's have a little bit more of a look at your heart. What is it that our collective actually wants? What's in our collective's heart? What does she want, or he? Obsession, infatuation. Yes, you are definitely infatuated with this person. Addiction. You can't let go. You're having a lot of trouble letting go. But I don't think this person knows this. They've got cloudy judgment over all of this. They're not sure. They're confused. Have you not been making it clear to them what it is that you want? Because I think they feel like it's over. But I can still see you connected to this person. More information about our collective, angels. Oh gosh. Okay. I've got 3 here. Past life. You definitely feel like you're connected. But there's been repeated patterns going on. You've been through this, I think, before. And I think that's why this person is so confused and clouded over it, and why they don't understand, because I think you have confused them. Deja vu, going over the same thing, karmic lessons, perspective, better off, happiness, clear-headed space, clarity, truth, intentions, honesty. I think you want to be honest with this person, but I don't think you have been. I think you might be better off not chasing. There's a reason I put that underneath chasing. Maybe you think that you would be better off not chasing this connection. maybe you would have some clarity, some headspace, clear headspace. Just want to get one more for your connected person, and then I think I'll get another deck here. Okay. Influences, attachments, third parties. There's third parties involved here somewhere, whether it's third parties with you that is influencing your connection with this person, or third parties with this person that's making it difficult for you. But this is in their heart. I think they think there's third party influences here with you, that you have attachments and third party influences, because you're not being very clear with them. You are keeping them cloudy. They're not sure what's going on. I don't think they know one way or the other. I think they just think maybe there could be third party influences here, or that you've got other people, friends, family. It doesn't necessarily mean like a marriage or a partner. It could be a family member or friends, someone influencing your decisions, influencing your actions, and that's why they don't quite understand. Okay. The bottom of the pack here, what have we got? Fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing. Well, I think they're definitely doing that. I think you both are, actually. That this person thinks that, why am I doing that? Because they think it's over. They think you're gone. Okay. If there is some influences here, I need to get this other deck here I've got. This is called What's Gossip? So what is the gossip? If there is some talk here, some gossip going on with and around our, oh gosh, gaslighting. Reality distortion, emotional manipulation, questioning sanity. You're imagining things. I think they think they've been gaslighted. I love you. I really do, my collective, but I think that your confusion here on what you really want, and I feel like that there is a little bit, although you've got realizations, clarity, perspective, and chasing. Why does this person feel like you had not? Why, angels, is our collective's person feeling like it's over, feeling like they've been gaslighted? Why would this be happening? Because obviously our collective cares deeply. What's going on here? Oh, that's way too many. Let's go for the bottom. Oh, side piece. Influences. Maybe you do have a side piece. A secret romance. Being second choice. Only late night calls. Or maybe they think you do. They think you've got influences. Maybe they think you've got a side piece. Maybe they think that you are doing fine without them. Recharge, mental rest, emotional recovery, taking a break, come back stronger. Okay. I think that they think that you've got influences. They think that you have got a side piece. They think they have been gaslighted by you, but what you are, because they don't know, they're in this cloudy area. But what you've been doing is coming to realizations, getting clarity. Yes, you definitely know that you've got a connection, but there's been some repeated patterns here. What you're trying to do is recharge. I think you want to come back to this person, but you're trying to recharge first. You're trying to get it all together, because, like I said earlier, family and that is important. You are a deep person, but this other person, your person, doesn't know what you're doing. This person is in their own head. I feel like this person, your person, has got a lot of self-care. See, you're looking after yourself. You're recharging emotionally, pampering yourself. But this other person is sitting back and thinking, "Oh my gosh, they've left me in silence. I think they're done with me." Breadcrumbing? You've been breadcrumbing them? Sending out some red flags, warning signs. And just sending them some breadcrumbs. This is why they've got confused. Okay, what's going on with your person? What's going on with them? How are they dealing with all of this? I kind of feel I'm really sorry, my angels, my friends, but I kind of feel sorry for your person, because they're in a sweet but deceptive words. I mentioned sweetness, lollies earlier. Empty compliments, hidden insults, too good to be true. I think they think this is, it's just too good to be true. This is why they want, oh gosh, I've got to find out a bit more. Oh, my friends, I think you're CEO energy, taking control, natural leadership, confidence. And I think they want to take control. They want to take control of their life again. If you have intentions of coming back to this person, I would suggest that maybe you do it soon, because it doesn't look like they're in a place in their mind that they're going to stick around and wait for you forever. But they still have divine timing. They still believe. They're still holding on to some kind of hope, trusting the process when it's meant to be. Maybe deep down they do know that you are healing, reflecting, coming to realizations, finding a new perspective, looking after yourself, recharging, regrowing, and hopefully come back to them in divine timing. Let's have a look at some tarot. I haven't looked at the bottom of any of these packs after I gave them a shuffle before. So on the bottom of this one, I've got the Pop Art Tarot, is responsibility. Yes. Responsibility, selective in, it's the Queen of Swords, selective in choosing partners, an independent lover, earning respect. Selective in choosing a partner. Is that you? Are you being selective? Maybe you don't want to go back to this person. Maybe that's why you are trying to clear your head. But you're still breadcrumbing your person. You're still having them hanging it because you haven't made up your mind yet either, I don't think. I don't think these realizations have come to fruition. Okay, angels, tell us a little bit more about our collective. Nice. I hope this isn't what you're doing, because it's not really nice. Lies in a relationship, potential affair, feelings of suspicion. She is taking that mask off, though. I think there have been maybe some lies, but you are coming into realizations. So maybe you are taking the mask off. Maybe it's time. You're feeling like it's time to take the mask off and come clean with this person. I think this person would probably appreciate that. But, okay, 2 came out. The 9 of Swords, distrust in your partner. Regret from past actions. I think that's what this is. I think you do have a bit of regret, anxiety from past actions. It's why you want to take the mask off. The other one that came out was the Temperance in reverse. Pushing love to extremes. That imbalance between your work and your personal life. Struggling with balance. I think you have been struggling with balance. That's why you are trying to work on yourself right now. Do some self-care. Have a look closer. Look at your perspectives. Recharge. I think you're trying to do that because I think you've had a real imbalance with your work and with your love, and that's why I think you've been maybe pushing this person away a little bit, concentrating on other things in your life, which is understandable, and that's fine. I get that. Sometimes you do have to focus on what is happening within your own life before you feel able to share with somebody else. I don't think you're intentionally trying to hurt this person. I don't think it's like that. I think it's just your own emotional storm you're going through. But you do have past regrets. You do want to take the mask off. You do want to get balanced again. What is our collective's intention? What does our beautiful friends really want to do? Oh, Ten of Pentacles. That is your intention. You want to be a financially secure partner. I think that's why you have been working on yourself. Okay, you do have past regrets. You have made some mistakes. You haven't done exactly the right thing and made the right choices towards this person. But it's because you think you have been trying to work on this because you want to be that financially secure partner. You want an lasting relationship. But I think that maybe you feel a little bit like you can't do that until you get everything else in your life together. Possibly. 3 sevens. It's like little slot machines, poker machines, pokies. And pokies are a risk. It's a gamble. And I think that's what you're doing. I think you're playing a little bit of a gambling game at the moment. I don't mean like playing a game, but it's like breadcrumb this person. Still keep this person a little bit in your life, because if you can do this, get your life together and become this person you want to be, then you'll be able to come forward to this person. I mean, if this doesn't resonate with you, then of course this is not your reading. But if you are feeling like maybe this is that I'm hitting a nail on a head here, that I'm making you see yourself a little bit clearer, then maybe it is for you. Okay, what have we got here? Oh, it's the Two of Wands in reverse. Unsuccessful romantic plans, facing unexpected challenges, lack of control. I think that's your person feeling this way. All the unsuccessful romantic plans. Is it worth it? The Devil in reverse. Gaining control over your love life. I think they are trying to. They are trying to gain control over their own love life, over their own life. They want to take greater responsibility. They're trying to unchain themselves. That's why I said earlier, if you do plan on coming back to this person, I wouldn't leave it for too long. There's only so much breadcrumbing they're going to take before they just say, look, I need to regain control of my life here. Can't just sit around and wait. Tell us, angels, a collectives person. Are they waiting? I mean, it says that they're waiting for divine timing. So, no, that's just one card, though. They know there's divine timing involved here. But can they wait? Oh, the Lovers. A balanced, loving, supportive relationship. This is what they want. This is what they want. This is what they would love. They want a collaborative relationship. They want a reunion. They've got this little tiny bit of hope that divine timing will bring you back to them. And they do want it. But like I said, don't leave it to, don't dilly-daddle, because they're not going to wait forever. Let's have one more for your person. how are they feeling about this? You know what they want. Will they wait? Death. They want that shift in the romantic life. They want the end of all of this so that they can transition into something new. They either want to grab your hand and pull you with them. That's what I see there. Or maybe they're grabbing your hand. They want you to pull. They see you as death. And I don't mean death as such, but of course, but yes, they do see, or they want you to kill off all this. Not kill it off. Oh, that's a terrible way of saying it. But end it all. End all of the confusion. They want you to end all of the confusion. Bring it all down. A sudden ending so that they can hold your hand and come into something new. Yes, they do want this. Oh, you'll have to excuse my sniffles. It's got quite cold here in Australia recently, and everyone's getting colds and flus. I had a bit of a cold last week. I did go away over the weekend for a bit of a holiday, went out to the country and got some fresh air and sunshine. It was lovely. It was beautiful, actually. I love it out in the country, especially that particular part of the country. And I did get some fresh air and sunshine. It didn't help too much with my cold. Well, it did. I thought I'd got rid of it, but it's getting cool here this afternoon. So I'm starting to get a little sniffly. So I do apologise for that. Yes, my little country getaway was fabulous. Thought I'd just share that with you. What's that? Confrontation, conflicts with a partner, highly competitive. That's the Five of Wands, along with the Ace of Swords. Success, attraction to meaningful discussions, open communication. Oh goodness. I think that's you. I think that you are scared. You're frightened that if you open up meaningful discussions and you open up with communication, that it could cause some kind of conflict between you and this person. It's a little bit of fear that you may have here. I'm just going to pause for a moment because I need to clear my nose. I don't want to keep sniffling at you. Okay, that's much better. All right. Okay, I think I'll put away these tarot for the moment. What's that? The Hierophant. Stable, traditional relationship, spiritual connection. And I think you do. I think you both do have that spiritual connection. There's just a little bit of mess going on. Just a little bit messy. Let's get some cosmic insights. Move on. Someone is unavailable. A waste of time. It's over. Oh, goodness. I think that's what your person is feeling, that they need to move on. But I also think that you need to move. Otherwise, they will move on. They're hoping that you will, in divine timing. The divine might have a bit of a hold on what's going on between the two of you. Let go and date night. Let go, make room for the new beginnings that's on its way, and date night. So that's Good advice. I think that's what you need to do. You need to let go. You need to let go of all that doubt and worry that you have. Let me just move that down. You want to clear your head, make room for a new beginning. It's on its way to you now. Date night, get ready to be wined and dined. Maybe you're thinking of doing that with this person. You could. Let go of this stress, this worry. Go in with meaningful discussions. Open your heart to this person. They want you to. And you could end up in a honeymoon phase. Or you could be attending somebody's wedding. That could be just a detail. Somebody getting married. Or maybe that was what you were with this person, in a bit of a honeymoon phase. Maybe it was short-lived romance. There's definitely some kind of connection. Oh, there's the confirmation. Distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. I think both now, because distance was pretty much your first card. Family was. But yeah, I think there could be a little bit of physical distance, and that may have actually contributed to your emotional distance. Sometimes, if it is a long distance, or it was a long distance relationship, that can be difficult and can cause a lot of emotional distance. And I did say before that you're probably going around and been around this merry-go-round before, and there's your cycles: fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. I think you do need to end this out, but begin with something new. Go on a date. Maybe that's what you need. Let go, start a new cycle. Don't let the distance get in the way. Start a new cycle. But it looks like you've definitely been on some cycles here. This could be quite a karmic relationship. Lessons to be learned on both sides here. Maybe you need to learn that you need a balance between your family, your work, your life, and love, if you are considering this other person. Communicate, compromise, forgive, work it out. That's good. Let go at the beginning, communicate at the end. You need to compromise. And that's what I was saying. You need to balance it all. You can come back to this person. Just communicate with them. Work it out. Trust. Let go of the old. Start something new. Go out on a date. Get to know each other again. Oh, and confession. Oh, my goodness. Okay, communicate and confession together. Someone has something to tell you. Okay. Communicate and confess. So if there is a third party or a side piece or anything like that, or whatever the case may be, whatever has been stopping you from going to this person, you need to confess that and communicate it well. I think maybe you will. I think you want to. But you're trying to get into your 10 of Pentacles first. But I don't think you have to, money isn't everything. Intimacy. I think, yeah, there's no doubt that you have some kind of connection with each other, some kind of chemistry. Without a doubt. But it is messy. Caution. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. I think just take caution. Be careful how you do this. Actually, I think that should be there. Take caution with this confession, but communicate well, or you're just going to end up in another cycle. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. I think that might be you. I think you want to go back to this person. Might go on a vacation. You will be traveling soon. Or maybe if there is distance, it is underneath distance there. If there is distance between you, physical distance, then maybe you do need to travel somewhere to see this person. To get back to that person, you might need to, take a bit of a drive or a flight, or depending on how far away you actually are. Gambling. Did I mention something earlier about gambling? Problems with addiction or gambling, bad finances. Well, I know by the looks of it, you're working on your finances. You want that 10 of Pentacles. So you're working on something within your life. And I said, take a gamble. You're playing a bit of a game, you're gambling with this person's emotions. But maybe you are actually taking a gamble on something in your personal life as well, something to do with work. Addictions might be relevant here. Maybe. Okay. Intuition. Trust your intuition. The red flags you ignore now will come and bite you later. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut feelings. If you feel the need, then just go for it. Do it. Trust your intuition. I want to get one more from this deck. This one's sticking up. What's this? Love spell. You've been bewitched. Maybe you do feel a little bit like you've been bewitched. Like there's a spell on you. I don't think you can get this person off your mind, and they're having a lot of trouble getting you off that, but they're trying. They're trying to get you off their mind. They're trying to release from this. I've said it a few times already, so I'm going to say it again. If you have intentions, don't leave it too long. I think that we may need to get your intention. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, actually. Let's try and get a little bit of love and romance into this reading. I'm going to get these beautiful little pink cards. My love and romance cards, or romance and love. My pretty and pink cards. They look like butterflies. Transformation. They're flowers. They're orchids. Maybe. But they look like butterflies. Transformation. Becoming something new. Rising out of your cocoon and opening your wings. Okay. Oh, I didn't have a look. Bottom of the pack. So excited about it. What have we got? A proposal. An offer or proposal. So your intentions are not proposal of marriage, but to offer something. And you're on the right path with that idea. So you have the intention of coming forward with some kind of offer. And it's the right path to take. Love is beautiful. It's a beautiful journey. And you're on the right path. But you've got to get on that path before your person gives up on you altogether. Because there's not a lot on their side to say that they're hanging on. They're only hanging on really with a thread. And it's the threads that keep you both together. True love. A deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. So you might have that chemistry, that physical attraction. That's quite obvious. But there's more than that. There's feelings involved. And I really think there is feelings involved. In fact, I think there's a lot of feelings involved with you. You've got some obsession going on even over there. You're just trying to find clarity. You're just trying to find and decide whether you should do it. And your intentions are to do it. You're just being slow about it. Okay. Nurture. Nurture your relationships. They're like blooming flowers. And they will flourish. And you do need to nurture, like I was saying. Oh, gosh, I feel like I'm a bit of a parrot myself and I'm repeating myself, but this person is not going to stick around forever. So you need to nurture this relationship you have. Otherwise, you may lose it. And I can see from your intentions here that you do have strong feelings. You are on the right path. And you do want to come in with a solid offer. But you've got boundaries. Love may challenge your boundaries, though. Protect them. So protect your boundaries. But at the same time, you've sort of got to let your boundaries down just a little bit if you want to bring this in and nurture this relationship. Love is a challenge. Love can be very challenging. Okay, one more. And then we'll get the outcome. Romance. Romantic surprises on the horizon. Okay, so your intentions are really beautiful. You want romance, you want love, you want to come in with a strong proposal. You are on the right path. You need to nurture this relationship and realize that love can be challenging. It's not going to be perfect. Life is not perfect. Nothing in life is perfect. But it's what you make of it. It's what you do with it. Okay, let's find out some outcomes here. What pack will I use for that? Maybe this clarifying life situation. Let's clarify all of this. Let's find out what your potential outcome is, depending on what you do. Opening doors. You have many options, so take time to choose what's right. Making plans. So you need to open some doors. Okay. What is the potential outcome for our collective and their person? What is the potential outcome for our collective and their person? Angels. Vortex of creativity. Spiral into your creative vortex. Ignite creation. You can manifest your dreams into reality, unleashing imaginative powers. So you have the potential for what you want to do, all this beautiful stuff. You can do it. You can manifest it. You can potentially get what you want here. Is the potential outcome for our collective. Honor your worth. Recognize your value and stand proudly in your truth. You need to come forward with truth, knowing that self-love is the foundation of all relationships, and you have been working on yourself. I think you do have a lot of self-love. Self-embrace. Step into your own love and acceptance. You can't love others until you love yourself. And I think that's what you're trying to do. I think you want to love this person, but you're trying to love yourself first. And that's a beautiful thing. And that's the outcome. And I think you will. I think you will come to the realization that self-love is what you need for unity to bloom and foster harmony, the connection within the community, nurturing bonds. Binding together. A sanctuary. You want harmony. And your potential is to have that. This is your potential outcome. Bringing your dreams into reality because of self-love, so that it can bloom. This relationship can bloom. But I don't think that this relationship can bloom and you can bring your dreams into reality until you love yourself, until you see your own potential. Happiness is simple. Find joy in the small wonders, for they hold the key to fulfilling. And they can and hold the key to a fulfilling and contented heart. Meadow of moments. Break into the meadow of moments where persistence blossoms in the simplicity, the simple things in life. So you don't have to be a 10 of cups for this to come into reality. Sit back, relax. Look at her just taking in the fresh country air, smelling the flowers. You have a really beautiful potential to outcome here, and I think you've got a lot of work to do, and I think you are working on it. But I said it before, I'll say it again. Don't leave it too long, because this person may not hang around. We've got the flame of courage, not afraid of hardships. That's it. You've got to have the courage. That's it. So I said, have the courage to come through. I think you will find the courage. I think you will find the self-love and the courage to make these dreams a reality. The cavern of secrets, unveil the hidden wonders within the shadowy depths. You'll have the courage to come forward with all these secrets that you've been keeping because you think this person's not going to accept it. Revelations await. Embrace their mystery. Embark on a journey of discovery and watch the secrets unveil before you. And if our collective does that, what is the outcome for their person? Commit to the journey, and your person will commit to the journey. They'll have the determination and the will to go with you on this. It will bring lasting rewards. Commitment. Committing to the next stage in your development. There will be promise. I feel like there is promise here. There's definitely a lot of promise here. Just have to make some good choices and get rid of these hurtful events. As you navigate this challenging time, learn to let go of the past so that it won't weigh you down. In the shadow, what's that say? In the shadow of the heartache, growth emerges. Let pain shape you, not define you. As brighter days beckon just ahead. Meadow of moments, clear your head. Take a deep breath. Enjoy the simple things. Come forward. Have the courage to come forward, to speak your truth. Let go of all the past that's been weighing you down. I just get a couple more and then we'll do some message cards. Fully immersed. Everything you want is all around you. I'm waiting for you to see it. Stay in the flow. Surrender to the rhythm of life. Remaining open to the opportunities and lessons as they naturally unfold. You have some lessons here that you have been learning, and you will. This is your potential outcome, depending on what choices you make. But everything you want is right there for you to grab. All you have to do is grab it. Okay, one more. Nope. Two more. Walking unscathed. You were fortunate. You were feeling trapped, but you will get out of that. You will walk unscathed, but still protected, knowing that you are protected, that the divines are looking after you. While you nurture your internal strength and your internal love, you will probably keep up some shields, but you'll stand strong. I think you will stand strong. I think that the courage will make you stand strong in what you want. And you will manifest some great things that will fully emerge you. You are sheltered. You are guided by the divines. They are looking after you. I think you have the potential for a really good outcome here. I just think that you have a lot of lessons that you have been trying to learn, that you're becoming aware of. But you need to know where you are putting this person. Because of everything that you're going through, it's making this person very unstable, not knowing where to go or what to do. And that's why I do sound like a parrot. That's why don't leave it too long, because they are in a state of mind and heart where they think that there's not much use in hanging on for too much longer, because if you don't come forward with all of this strength, they're going to give up. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into the world, and I do so without judgment. That is good advice. That's a good message. That's what you need. You need balance. I've said it before. And the thing is, you can have it. You can have the balance. You just want it. You don't have to give up one thing to have another. If you work on balancing things in your life, you can, where did it say? Have it all? You can have it all. Everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. You just need to open your eyes and see it. Okay, time to get our last 3 message cards. It's what I like to do. So 1, gratitude. 1, 2. Oh, wait on, there's one underneath there. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Change. Well, there's our 3. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. That's what you need to do. You need to be grateful for what it presents to you. Don't push it away. These opportunities come your way. Be thankful for that. Some people don't get these opportunities at all. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. You need to move on this. Nothing can change. Nothing can evolve if you don't move on this. Surrender. I can release my need to control. Oh my gosh, they're great messages for you. I really feel you need to surrender to the divines here. You feel like you need to have control, but sometimes you need to let go of control. Surrender to the change. If you don't make the move, then these beautiful things that are here for you, that you just have to open your eyes to see, won't come your way. It's your choice. And you should be grateful that you have these opportunities. So they are definitely some wonderful messages for you to take away here. I hope you don't think I was being too mean on you. I don't think you're a horrible person. Absolutely not. Like I said, I don't think that you are intentionally trying to hurt this person. I think you've just been so fixated on what you have to do to better yourself for this person that you've forgotten that you don't, this person's quite happy to, they will quite happily, they will quite happily take you back. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for the divine timing. They don't want you to be a different person. They don't want you to change. They don't want you to change. They love you the way you are. I think they just want you to change the way you're looking at this. And the angels are telling you that you need to change the way you're looking at this. You need to move forward, surrender, so that you can have this. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. But as I always say, free will is in place here, so it's your choice. It's up to you what you decide to do and what you want to do. I just hope you make the right choices and it all comes good for you and this person. And you do have the potential for it to be exactly that. So good luck. Lots and lots of love and light. Until next time, bye.